Today is the sixth session of this FDP, Innovative Teaching Skills in Technical Education, organized by Guru Gobind Singh College of Engineering and Technology, Guru Kashi University. We are very thankful to the entire GGSCET family for organizing this event. We are especially thankful to our Dr. Virendra Sir, Dean Engineering, our convener, co-convener, and entire GGSCET family for conducting this faculty development program. Good morning to all, and very good morning to ma'am. Here,
Good morning, ma'am.
Dr. Meenakshi Mittal with us. Today's session is representing by Dr. Meenakshi Mittal from DAV College, DAV Women College, Firozpur. Welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome to this event, ma'am.
Thanks.
Your voice is not audible.
Thank you, ma'am. Now audible?
मेरी ठीक है. हेलो
Am I audible now?
मैम, आपकी आवाज स्लो आ रही है. योर वॉइस इज नॉट ऑडिबल प्रॉपर्ली.
Okay.
Please. The topic of this session is 4 quadrant of MOOCs. Today's topic is 4 quadrant of MOOCs. Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yeah, ma'am. Am I audible now? Good morning, ma'am. Is it okay now?
Hello.
Hello.
We look at the achievement of Dr. Meenakshi Mittal. She is working as assistant professor in commerce at DAV College for Women, Firozpur, and post-graduation from Punjab University, Chandigarh, and PhD from IKJPTU, Kapurthala. 25 publications to her credit in various journals, including UGC Care List. She is the author of book ABC of Business and Commerce, co-author of the book Psychology for Managers, and she honored by Prachi Association for Young Promising Research Scholar Award. Her area of interest include accounting and finance and also organizational behavior. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here with us. Now, and I would like to invite you to present the today's session. That is the sixth session of this FDP, and the topic of this FDP is four quadrant of MOOCs. Ma'am, welcome to you, and I over to you, ma'am. Please present your session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please allow me to share the screen, ma'am. Ma'am, please allow me to share the screen. Rachna, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Just wait for a minute.
Okay, okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, now you are able to screen share?
Yeah, ma'am.
Oh,
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
yes, ma'am.
Should I start?
Yes, ma'am. You can.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Meenakshi Mittal from DAV College for Women. And I am today going to discuss with you the topic that is four quadrant of MOOCs. The content of my presentation would be like that. First, I would like to introduce the topic. Then the most important aspect is what is the relevance of this topic in present scenario. After that, four quadrant of MOOCs, then coordinator of MOOCs, and then limitation of MOOCs. That will be the total content of my presentation today. Let's first of all discuss what is MOOC. Well, MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course, and for massive, then open, then online, and then course. Massive means what? Massive means something which is not restricted to 5, 10, 20. Generally, what happens? Our classrooms are restricted to a limited number of students. That may be 50, 70, 100, 200. But here, massive means a very large number. It may be 10,000, it may be 1 lakh, it may be 2 lakh. That is something known as massive. Then open. Open means accessible to all. Generally, what we do when we start any graduation program, whether it is BCom, BA, PCA, or something else, we need certain eligibility. But these MOOC programs are open to all. Even the retired person can also do these programs. No doubt, eligibilities are also there, that I will be discussing later on, whether we are going for a credit course or a non-credit course. Then online. Online means via web. Open, accessible via web. We need certain internet facilities to join these courses. And then coming towards course. Course means a particular paper. One paper of a one semester, that is something known as course. I will be discussing in the next slide what are the various type of the courses to be available over here. So MOOC means a course which is available to all, accessible to all, large number of participants are there, and it is via internet. Through internet, there is a no physical classes over here. And I think COVID times have made all of us aware about online teaching. Coming towards its brief introduction, well, MOOC, it is a concept which is coined by Dave Cormier and Stephen Downes in 2008. It's not a new concept. It is a already 13 years old concept. But in India, we all the teachers have just started learning it in the year 2019 or 2020 when COVID pandemic was there. But this concept is already very popular in the foreign countries. Now, with the passage of time, it is already getting popular in India also. It is an online course aimed at unlimited participation and open access via web. Well, naturally, I have already discussed MOOC. Its meaning already contained that it is an online course aimed at unlimited participation. As its name says, massive, not restricted to 10, 20. Any number of students can join this course and open access via web. It has a start and end date. Actually, whenever we have to start a course, it will be start with any one day and it will definitely have an end date. Then there comes course may be a free or paid. Generally, many courses are free, but they are paid also. When we join the course, there is generally no fees. But when we are supposed to appear in the exam, then we are supposed to pay the fee for it. And it may be paid course also. Then it may be a schedule driven or a self-paced course. Schedule driven means already dates are decided. For example, any course is going to be start from August 1st, 2021. Generally, it's a 16 weeks program. So it's going to end in the month of December. So you cannot join in between. You have to join before that and after that. And self-paced course is that dates are not suitable to you. You can join in any time. And this is a 16-week program. As and when you complete, you can appear for your MCQs, quizzes, and all that. Now, the most important aspect is MOOC platform. In India, the MOOC platform is Swayam. Government of India has started it, that is MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development. Swayam stands for, basically Swayam, it's a Sanskrit word, it's a acronym. Swayam means, which is complete in itself. So Swayam is study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. It means it's a web of active learning, those who want to learn something, and for young aspiring minds. Ministry of HRD, Human Resource Development, started Swayam in India on 9th July 2017. Well, in this context, I must say we should thank to COVID pandemic that all of the teacher has upgraded ourselves to the online teaching and online learning also. As I have already told you that this concept is already 13 years old. It was started in 2008 and we people are following it after or during pandemic. And in other words, we can say that the pandemic has forced us to go for online teaching, to go for adoption of Google classes or Google Meet or Zoom, something like that. So this is basically brief introduction about MOOC. Now coming towards the next slide, before I go for why this topic is important to us, why we are learning, because we all are teachers, assistant professor, or the associate professor, and definitely we are not supposed to go for MOOC courses कि हम उनको join करें, ऐसा नहीं है. It's for the students. No doubt, everyone is student also, but I just want to discuss this topic that we should think about the other platform that we can be the coordinator in the MOOC courses also. As we are teaching in the classes, we can be the MOOC coordinator also. Now, as I have already told you, that it is very important to understand why these MOOC courses are important, or why we need to go for this topic, that we need to have a proper full session on this MOOC. All of you are aware about cash promotion, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone? Yeah. All of you we are aware about cash promotion, whether it is from grade 1 to grade 2, 6,000 to 7,000 grade, or 7 to 8, or 8 to 9, or assistant to associate professor. We need to complete certain scores, and there are basically 6 categories in that score sheet. Research score sheet we need to that. Basically, in the latest guideline of the 2018 cash promotion, that is career advancement scheme, there are 3 categories, that is teaching, then there are extracurricular activity, and third one is that is totally to us personal, in which there is no college contribution is to be there, that is research school. And in that we have publication of papers, attending the conferences, seminars, or publishing a book, something else, in which there is a one point, the point number 3. And you can see in my slide, it's a screenshot of that slide, that there is a one category, that is massive open online course. All right. So about massive open online course, you can see the maximum point are there. If we develop a 4-quadrant MOOC, then we are going to have a score of 20. And if we develop lesser or a per module or lecture, I will be discussing these all basic terminology, what is credit, what is module, and if we even act as a content writer or a subject matter expert, even then we are going to have a score. Generally, all of us just think that we have published the papers in the journal, or attended the conferences, or we have gone for the book publishing or the book editing. But let me make you one thing very clear, my dear friends. If you have gone through the guidelines, in all the 6 categories, we need score from 3 categories, minimum from the 3 categories. And moreover, there is a gapping in the last category, that is attending conferences, seminars, and all that. So we need to think about that. We must learn about MOOC courses. In fact, if it is not a development of complete MOOC in 4 quadrants, it can be a content writer also. That's why it is very much key that we should understand what MOOC are and how we can go for this process. I hope this is clear to everybody. Is it so? Is the relevance of MOOC courses clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's okay. It's clear.
Session, not a monologue session that I should go on teaching or speaking something else. I would love if there is a questions also, or if you do not have understand any point, then please let me know so that we can sort it out. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Coming towards the next slide. Now, as I have already told you, that we need to discuss certain terminology, because this is certain special kind of terminology which we need to understand before we go for a MOOC. First of all, what is a course coordinator? जैसे मैंने भी आप लोगों के साथ बात की, MOOC is a massive open online course available on the स्वयं platform in India. आप यदि गूगल पे जाके स्वयं टाइप करोगे तो आपके पास उसको बहुत सारी चीजें जो है वो खुल जाएंगी कि स्वयं प्लेटफॉर्म है क्या. Then course coordinator. course coordinator means a person who is a subject expert who is going to handle, he or she uh, going to handle the total course for one particular semester. Now, I can't be a course coordinator as per my own wish. I must be appointed by a national coordinator. Now, in the coming slide, I will also discuss who are the coordinators in India, how I can apply them, how I can be made a course coordinator. Then there comes credit. Recently, all of you have must heard about that is credit-based system. That university want to go for a credit-based system. क्या होता है नॉर्मली जब हम एक यूनिवर्सिटी को ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी आई हैव डन बीकॉम फर्स्ट ईयर बीकॉम सेकंड ईयर and if I am in the BCom final year I cannot shift the university. There is a lot of difference between the syllabus curriculum between the from the one university to the another university. Even in the same, I talk about Punjab, GNU, Punjabi University or other university, there is a lot of difference in the syllabus. So after the 2 years, it become a compulsion on me that I have to complete my third year from there itself. But if it is going to be credit course, then I can join any university in the India. It's generally a course is a 4 credit course. One paper of a 1 semester is equivalent to a 4 credit. And 4 credit course, as per the guidelines of the SWAYAM operational guidelines, we need 60 hours of teaching. For 4 credit course, a MOOC coordinator who wants to develop a MOOC course for their students, he needs to have 60 hours of teaching. In 60 hours of the teaching, it has been divided into 20 hours video content and 20 hours non-video content. 20 hours video content means we have to upload our videos, we have to make them understand. It may be animations, presentations. Non-video content means that content which is in the paper form, which a student can read, understand. And 20 hours is further categorized into discussion forms, assessments, and MCQs, quizzes that is to be there. So, as I have already discussed, that 60 hours, total one MOOC course is going to be for 60 hours. It is as per the guidelines of the MHRD. And for this, now we can have 2 or 4 modules per week. Generally, it is a 15 to 16 weeks program. One MOOC course is generally 15 to 16 weeks program. It means 15 to 16 means it's around 4-month program. Now, credit course. If we want to go for a credit course generally the student needs when they do the course, their credits are given to them, and even the process is going for credit transfer from one university to the another university. While in case of non-credit course, students do not join the course for the credit purpose, but they join the course for their knowledge, enhancement, learning, and other purpose also. As I've already told you, it is not necessary that only the student join. It is open to all. Retired person may join, housewife may join. For example, there are certain courses in home science also, cooking also. They can also join and learn those courses. So this is the basic terminology which we are going to use in the coming slides. That what is a credit course and non-credit course. So credit course for this university take care of it. While for the non-credit course, it is just for the knowledge purpose, and they will be given certification after that. This is something about basic terminology. Is this terminology clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, further?
Yes, ma'am.
Then they're coming towards the topic that is 4 quadrants of MOOCs. As I have already told that MOOC is a 15 to 16 week program. But this 15 to 16 week program is to be qualified into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, e-tutorial. Quadrant 2, e-content. Quadrant 3, discussion form. And Quadrant 4, self-assessment. Let us discuss one by one these four quadrants of MOOCs. What is e-tutorial and e-content? Let's do it. Four quadrant of MOOC, that is first quadrant, e-tutorial. As I have already discussed in my terminology, that we need 20 hours of the video content and 20 hours of non-video content. Then for these two, we have quadrant 1 and quadrant 2, e-tutorial and e-content. E-tutorial includes video and audio content in an organized form, animation, simulations, while quadrant 2, e-content includes case study, transcription of video lectures. These two are very, very important as these are from the coordinator side. No doubt the 3 and 4 are also from the coordinator side, but in that student participation matters a lot. But in quadrant 1, e-tutorial, and in quadrant 2, e-content, that is for 20 hours video content and 20 hours non-video content. These two are very, very important while development of a MOOC for a course coordinator. We have to take care of these two things. The rest is about the participation, involvement of the students. Let's discuss the quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. E-content and e-tutorial. Two things I have talked about. That we need video lectures, we need e-content also. That is case studies or printed material also. For that, these two things we need to have static content and multimedia enrichment. E-content and e-tutorial are basically a combination of these two, static content and multimedia enrichment. Sometimes many of us believe that if there are MOOC courses or online teaching and these courses are developed, then these courses will replace teachers. No, it is not so. These courses are not going to replace teachers. In fact, a teacher has to be technical oriented. It is a need of the hour. Yeah, those teachers who are not going to learn technology, they may be replaced by the teachers who learn technology. Now coming towards static content, these two are very, very important points. Static content and multimedia enrichment. This requires a proper balance between these two items. Let us discuss what is the static content. Then static content, first of all, the very first point is subject expert authoring. For example, if I am a teacher from the commerce background, then I need to be an expert. If financial management is my field of area, then I will be discussing a particular topic. It may be a capital budgeting, it may be a cost of capital, or it may be any other topic. It's by the subject expert. Now, this is the point where we can learn that technology is not going to replace the teacher. Basically, you need to have a subject expert, and that is your teachers, professors, and all that. So first, very particular subject step is to be done by a course coordinator. मैंने पिछली स्लाइड में बात की थी आप लोगों के साथ कि there may be development of one module also. It's not necessary. You may be a content writer also. ऐसा जरूरी है कि एक टीचर जो है वो सारा का सारा क्वाड्रेंट सी डेवलप करे, यदि वो कंटेंट राइटर भी है. कंटेंट राइटर मीन्स आई एम राइटिंग वन टॉपिक, गिविंग माय डिटेल्स, learning what it can be, what it involves, introduction, its parameters, and all that. Now, after authoring by a subject expert, that need to be go for plagiarism check. Plagiarism checking, as we are all aware today, there are so many software available for that. The most popular is about your Turnitin. Plagiarism checking, if you are taking references from the other, it is necessary to quote back that references. You cannot take credit for others' work done. and then is reviewed. आपने लिख दिया, प्लेगरिज्म चेक करवा दिया, उसके बाद जरूरी है कि और सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट उसको रिव्यू करे कि वो चीज होनी चाहिए, नहीं होनी चाहिए, ठीक है, गलत है. कई बार इन पॉइंट्स को लोग इंटरचेंज भी करते हैं. रिव्यूइंग को पहले ले जाते हैं, प्लेगरिज्म चेकिंग को बाद में लेके जाते हैं. बट एज इट शुड नॉट बी देयर, क्योंकि एक बार भी दूसरे सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट्स ने या आपके मेन कोऑर्डिनेटर ने, नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेटर ने उसको ओके कर दिया, बाद में वो प्लेगरिज्म चेक के अंदर फंस गया, तो कुछ पता नहीं चाहिए. So it is better to have plagiarism check first, then go for its review. And after that it's reviewed, it's given a green signal by the expert that we can go for printing of these contents. Then there comes language editing and scientific editing. Need to have there. Language editing is very, very important. We need to take care of all the things that is about punctuations, capital letters, and though this appears to be a minor, but no, grammatical mistakes, all these should be there. Language editing is very necessary. Otherwise, it will not going to give a good impression on the student. Student may be more expert than you, then they may not give importance to you. इनको ये लिखना ही नहीं आता है, इनको ये पता ही नहीं है. Then go for scientific editing of your all the content that is in a presentable form. You know, sometimes proper spacing between the lines and paragraph spacing, editing. All of you are this much computer aware. I know you know how to edit one particular paper and that. Is this clear how we are going, how we will go for a development of a static content? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Then after a static content is developed, for example, I have developed for one particular topic, then I need to go for their video monitoring and all that. The static next concept is about your multimedia. After a development of your static content, the next is about your multimedia enrichment. This is also very, very important. Now here comes the problem. Generally, as a teachers, we are expert in our subjects. One particular subject, one particular topic, we can go for first development of the subject, that is static content development. We can go for language editing or even scientific editing. But now this is another aspect, that is multimedia enrichment. Because as per operational guideline of the SWAM, we need 20 hours video, audio recording, and 20 hours non-video. Now there may be a problem in the voice also, there may be problem in the recording side also, picture may not be clear, performance may not be presentable, and another problem is that all of us, as we are not so much technical set, we know we can handle. Now we are able to handle Zoom also, Google Classroom also, and so many other things also. But as far as still recording is concerned, or voice modulation is concerned, and about the performer presentation is concerned, we are not so expert in these fields. अब प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आती है? प्रॉब्लम यहाँ आती है कि we are expert in our field, that is static content development, while the technical team is expert in their field, that is about audio video recording, voice modulation, और जिसे आप dubbing कह सकते हो, performing the things. वो हमारा aspect नहीं जानते हैं कि क्या चीज जरूरी है, किस चीज पे emphasize करना है, किस चीज के ऊपर emphasize करना है, कैसे उसको लेके जाना है, और वो हमारा एस्पेक्ट नहीं जानती है, हम उनका एस्पेक्ट नहीं जानते हैं कि हाउ दे आर गोइंग टू हैंडल आवर ऑडियो वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग, वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन, परफॉर्मेंस. आई कैन एक्सप्लेन यू विद द हेल्प ऑफ वन एग्जांपल आल्सो. फॉर एग्जांपल, you have gone to a theater to watch a movie. Storyline is very good. You just love the story. Wow, what a story it was. But presentation, the locations, or even voice was not clear, or sometimes there was problem in the presentation. Now, while coming out to the hall, you will say पैसे waste हो गए आज तो हमारे सारे. स्टोरी तो बहुत अच्छी थी लेकिन उसको प्रेजेंट अच्छे तरीके से नहीं किया गया. That is the same concept. Static content is good. You have given a good material, plagiarism-free material, but that has not been technically thoroughly developed. And on the other side, if the multimedia enrichment is there, effects बड़े अच्छे दिए हुए हैं मूवी के अंदर, लेकिन स्टोरी लाइन पुरानी है. वे किसी किसी स्टोरी है जो आपको समझ लग रही थी, पहले ही पता चलता था कि ऐसा नहीं ऐसा होगा. Because whenever we watch the movie, it is a suspense, horror or thriller movie, we just want to go for that. The suspense should be maintained till the last. वो चीज नहीं है. Even you will think effects तो बहुत अच्छे थे, पैसा तो बहुत लगाया है ना, लेकिन स्टोरी भी किसी स्टोरी की मजा ही नहीं आया. So that's why I am saying that we need to concentrate on both the things, that is static development, multimedia enrichment. It is required that there should be balance between these two. In present timings, we are taking help from the technical experts so that this multimedia enrichment is to be there. Be very, very careful while developing these two contents, that is about your static content as well as your multimedia enrichment. And if I go back again on my slide, that is static and multimedia enrichment, e-content and e-tutorial. Coming again back to your this slide, that is 4 quadrant of MOOCs. That quadrant 1 and quadrant 2 are very, very important. It involves your video and audio content in an organized form, animations, simulations, case studies. Now coming towards your quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Quadrant 3 is your discussion form. In discussion form, generally you have uploaded your videos, you have given a student assignments, you have given them printed material also, and to study. Whenever the students study, now coming towards the discussion form, they need to discuss their doubts. They need to discuss, give your comments, opinion with the coordinator. They can generally, this is a system which is done through LMS. LMS is Learning Management System. Are you aware about LMS, Learning Management System? Anybody having about idea about LMS? Because these 3rd and 4th quadrants are handled on LMS. Anybody?
And you can define.
Anji?
And you can define. Hello.
Do you know my E-Class Academy?
Ma'am, it's a learning management system that you have in universities and colleges.
In learning management system, there I'm taking one example. Like even Google Classroom is also a system of learning management. E-Academy. In E-Academy, the students are all being given their IDs. You can, student can join them at any time. You can upload video over there. You can go for feedback from there. And student can discuss, student can write their doubts over there. And that the course coordinator is supposed to handle with all that doubts and discussions. In LMS system, generally the projects assignments are date bound. You are given a time. After that, that system automatically gets closed. Then quadrant 4 comes to about your self-assessment system. Self-assessment, naturally, we have heard about the videos also, audios also, read certain material also. And if in case we are having certain doubts also, we have also discussed that with our course coordinator. Now we need to know whether we have learned something or not. And this is through assignment. Every student is supposed to submit 1 or 2 assignments. It may be generally after, as I told you, it is generally a 16-week program. So after 6 to 7 week, one assignment or two assignments are given. MCQs after the course is complete, the whole syllabus has been completed by the course coordinator. There will be MCQ paper will be there. Quizzes are also there. Generally, every weekend there is a one quiz is to be there about the content which they have taught you, so that you may be able to learn that what you have learned or what you have not learned, what you have not understand, so that you can discuss it with them. It is not like that कि जैसे मैंने अभी आपसे बात की कि 15 वीक्स का या 16 वीक्स का नॉर्मली आपका ये प्रोग्राम होता है, तो 60 आवर्स का होता है, तो पर वीक आपके जनरली बेसिकली 4 आवर्स होते हैं. तो उसमें जनरली मूक कोऑर्डिनेटर्स आपका 1 घंटे का वीडियो उसके अंदर रखते हैं, देन 1 घंटे का नॉन वीडियो कंटेंट में भी ऑडियो एंड समथिंग केस स्टडीज एंड ऑल दैट, and 1 hour of discussion they kept every week. That discussion form is to be there, messages get through, reports get through, feedback get through, and a quiz, revisionary quiz that is not given to you as a quiz for marks purpose, but a revisionary quiz or MCQs are given to you every week so that you may be able to learn what you are going to do. This is basically the 4 quadrant of MOOCs. Now developing a total MOOC, 4 quadrant of MOOCs is going to give you 20 score. Now generally as a professors or assistant professor, we just take in mind इतना सारा काम करने के लिए हम why we should have this much strain or tension, video content देखें, उसके बाद discussions करें, every time busy over there. We can write just 2 papers and go ahead of this. It is not only about 20 points. Let me make you clear that this is a funded program by the government of India. Government gives you a huge amount of grant for developing one MOOC of course. Financial aid is there, and it is up to the tune of around 13 lakh, in which there are different parameters are to be there, how much this level of quality you need and all that. So not only the points for you, even this can help you in raising your funds also. That's why this concept is very, very important. Otherwise, getting a 20 score of 20 point may not be a big deal for all of you, everyone I know. Writing one because it's a 4 months program, around 15 weeks or 16 weeks program is to be there. Continuously, you have to be busy for 4 months. And you can develop a good paper in these 2 good paper or 3 good papers easily in these 3 or 4 months. But this is also funded by a government. Again, SWAM platform, you will have to apply to the, there are next thing which I am going to discuss with you, who are the coordinators to whom you can apply for your these. Now in India, there are basically 9 MOOC coordinators. On SWAM platform, Ministry of HRD, Human Resource Development have assigned development of MOOC courses to the 9 organizations. These organizations are as AICT, NPTEL, IIMD, NCRT, CEC, IGNOU, NIOS, LITER, and UGC. Briefly, I will be discussing one by one with all of you, right? Let's start with that. The first one is your, let me explain the full form of there. That is AICT, that is All India Council for Technical Education, NPTEL, National Program on Teaching Enhanced Learning, Indian IIMD, Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, NCRT, National Council for Educational Research and Training. Then there comes UGC, University Grant Commission. All of us are aware about this. Then NIOS, National Institute of Open Studies. then IGNU, Indira Gandhi National Open University, then CEC, Consortium for Educational Community, NITR, National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research. These are the 9 institutes has been selected by MHRD to develop and host MOOC programs on Swayam platform. Now, these are generally not overlapping. They are dealing with one particular field. Let us see how. Let's come to the first. That is AICT. It is All India Council for Technical Education. All the technical institutes are under this. This is the 9th MOOC coordinator, which was developed, which was given this status on 2nd 8 2017, and this deal with the programs relating to engineering. जितने भी इंजीनियरिंग से रिलेटेड मूक कोर्सेज आप लोगों को नजर आएंगे, वो सारे के सारे कोर्सेज AICT जो है वो हैंडल कर रहा है. These are self-paced and international courses also, because AICT is handling also the international courses, and that cannot be a date bound. मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी टर्मिनोलॉजी में बताया था कि शेड्यूल ड्रिवन और सेल्फ पेस्ड 2 तरह के कोर्सेज होते हैं. So AICT is handling self-paced courses. Any person can join it any time, and after 14 weeks or 15 weeks, they can appear for the exams. And the most important is AICT is also taking ARPIT program in engineering courses also. Now, what is ARPIT? ARPIT is annual refresher program in teaching. As we already know about our CAS programs, in case of CAS programs, we need to go for FDP refresher courses or GOC, that is now taken as induction programs. But sometimes this also happens that our principal do not allow us duty leave for 14 days, or in case if it is induction program, they may not allow this. Well, our PIC program is designed for those who are not going to get a duty leave or a leave or vacation. They can do it at their home. This is an online program. 16-week program is to be there. And as I already told you, our PIC program, these are recognized by the UGC. This is equivalent to one refresher course. Generally 3 to 4 modules every week. You can go for the site, check the site for the AICT. You can see there is a ARPIC program in chemistry also. They can go for this, and then there is a final exam date is also. And after the exams, as per your score, you will be given a certificate for that. Number of courses which are being run by AICT is 120, and student enrolled strength is 5,62,938. This is a very big number of students they have enrolled for that. This is all about AICT. They are going for technical education, that are engineering courses. Coming towards next, NPTEL, that is National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. The one institute which is dealing with technical education is, that is AICT. Then another institute which is dealing with the technology enhanced learning is NPTEL. This is a combined platform of 7 IITs in India. That is Mumbai, Delhi, Kanpur, Kharagpur, Madras, Guwahati, Roorkee, and Indian Institute of Science. Basically, this is being developed by IITs and science. All the UG and PG courses are to be handled over here. This is online web portal, not only in India, but it's also having a foreign view also. Students from the foreign countries are also a part or a member of it. That is about NPTEL, the another organization which is handling MOOC in India. Then the next is about IIMB, Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. Only institute in India to offer management courses in India. MOOC courses in management. MOOC courses in management. The only institute is to be there. Number of courses are being run by them is 105. Even Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, they are going for technical advancement also. Audio, video recording, they have created room also where the presentation can be done. Teachers can develop their course over there. Students from the photographic field are also providing them assistance to them. And the number of students enrolled are in the various years, that is 3,29,250. In the next organization, that is NCERT. We all are aware about NCERT. From school education, मैंने आपको already बताया है कि जो भी MOOC coordinators हैं, they are generally not the overlapping, but they have just gone for one particular field. Like some organizations are for engineering education, some organization is for management education. Now NCERT is for your school education, that is National Council for Educational Research and Training. This was established by 1961 by the government of India for school education is to be there. Generally एक क्वेश्चन हमारे माइंड में आता है कि I don't know whether it appears to in your mind or not, but let me explain you. हम लोग सोचते हैं कि MOOC कोर्सेज जो है वो 2017 से स्टार्ट हुए हैं इंडिया के अंदर स्वयं प्लेटफॉर्म के अंदर. बट ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जैसे मैंने अभी IIMB की बात की या उससे पहले NPTEL की बात करी 2003 की, these are already existing organization. These are selected by the Ministry of HRD to handle MOOC courses in 2017 or later on, जैसे भी इनका. So NCERT is for the school education, that is for various school programs. NCERT is handling them. Generally, we get confused or take NCERT and CBSE is one and the same. No, they are different. CBSE is administrating body who is handling the metric education as well as plus 2 education in India, while NCERT is only the advisory body or a publishing body. NCERT advise कर रही है स्कूल एजुकेशन के लिए और बुक्स पब्लिशिंग के काम के लिए है, but CBSE is the administrating body for that. That's why there is a collaboration between them. For school education, we have NCERT. Then coming towards the next, CEC, that is Consortium for Educational Communication. This is for undergraduate education. Undergraduate education में आपके मैट्रिक भी आएगी, +2 भी आएगा और BA, BCom, BCA, BSc सब आएंगे. It has 21 media centers throughout the country. The most important aspect which the CEC has done, that is Swayam Prabha. Generally, as we all aware of the fact कि इंडिया जो है अभी भी इंडिया में हर जगह प्रॉपर नेटवर्क कनेक्शन नहीं है, अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ स्मार्टफोन्स नहीं है, लैपटॉप नहीं है, बट we can say that there is the availability of TVs or there in every home. So CEC, it has gone from Swayam Prabha. There are 34 direct to home channels. जिस चैनल जो है वो उन्होंने स्टार्ट किए हुए हैं, उसके अंदर उन्होंने 322 UG MOOC प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट किए हुए हैं relating to art, languages and social sciences. Naturally, it is for those who are unable to go purchase for smartphones and all that, and they can directly having an access to these Swayam Prabha channels. There are 322 UG MOOC courses are already being run by them. Then the next is about your IGNU, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University. It was established by MHRD in the year 1985. It is an open and distance education program. Another category, जैसे हमने स्कूल की बात करी, स्कूल के लिए NCERT थी, इंजीनियरिंग की बात करी तो उनके कोर्सेज के लिए हमारे पास NPTEL और AICT थे, मैनेजमेंट कोर्सेज के लिए हमारे पास IIMB थे. But what about those who are already working or want to go for their education program, then distance education program, or in other words, we can say that correspondence studies, we have IGNU, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University. Open and distance education program. It has 67 regional centers throughout the country. Almost you can say that in every state you may find 2 or 3 regional centers for the IGNU. And 3 million students in India has just completed their certificate, diploma or degree programs from this IGNU University. 228 programs are there relating to certificate, diploma and degree programs. Next is about you, NIOS. If IGNU is there, IGNU is for undergraduate education or the postgraduate education or maybe even to the PhD also. It means after +2. But what about those who are unable to join even at the school level? For that, there is a National Institute of Open Schooling. This is an open and distance education program, but for school up to +2 level. It means we can divide that if we are to go for MOOC courses for the schooling level, then we may need to contact for the NIOS. But if it is for distance education program at UG level, PG level or PhD level, then it is the IGNU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. NIOS was established in the year 1989. It is having 22 regional center in India, and round for applaud for this NIOS, that it is the largest open schooling system in the world, and it is hosting 42 courses on Swayam platform. Mittal. It's a National Institute for Technical Teachers Training Research. It was established in the year 1964. It is in Chennai. Its headquarters are in Chennai. It was basically established to improve engineering education in India, particularly in the southern region. It is for the teachers training program, and it is providing education for the various teachers for their training program. And the next, and I think the last MOOC coordinator is about UGC. I hope we are all aware about the UGC because college educations, non-technical university education, whether it's UG, PG and all that, we are all connected with UGC for various funding and all that. Established in the year 1956, basically autonomous body that will be in the coming time with the implementation of the national education policy. It may be it is going to get replaced by a higher education center for the India. It is having 6 regional centers. I think I need not to explain much about the UGC because one way or the other we are somewhere connected with UGC and AICT. Technical institution with the AICT and the non-technical institution, colleges and all that are one way or the another concerned with the UGC. Any question? Then the next is what are the limitations of these courses? Then there are limitations. The difference between there is that is limitations or disadvantages. I should not say disadvantage, but there are certain limitations. First of all, digital divide. Then, digital divide, all of we are connected with certain network issues. All of we are having laptops or smartphones, internet connection, a proper room, and all that facility. But in India, we can very well understand that there is a population with accessibility to all this, and there is a population who do not have accessibility to all this. And without digital connection, we cannot opt for these schools. ज़्यादा दूर हम ना जाएं, हम यदि अपने आसपास ही देखें तो the helpers or the assistants or the fourth class employees working in our institution or in our homes, they may be having just one smartphone and another, and from the last 1 year I don't think their children are getting proper education because they don't have accessibility to all that phones also, or the laptop also, or to the internet connection also. And we also understand network problems, 3G, 4G, that is there. So this can create problem. Then lack of personal touch. This is just watching a movie, video on the TV. जो फिजिकल क्लासेस हम एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, जो फेस टू फेस कांटेक्ट के साथ टीचिंग है, उसमें आपको इमीडिएटली रियलाइज होता है स्टूडेंट क्या समझ रहा है, किस लेवल पे समझ रहा है. ऑल मे नॉट बी अ सेम लर्नर. We can make them understand by their own point of view, but that is missing over there. And I hope all of us are missing our physical classes, offline classes. Isn't it so?
Yes,
Missing or not?
yes, ma'am. We are missing from it.
Yeah, definitely we are missing. No doubt we are going to college and we are having our online classes from the campus itself, but still interaction with the students, and even students are also missing that. There is an old saying, na? No
Yes.
knowledge without college. Now they are having knowledge without college, but that is not a complete. Then health issues are also there.
चल गया? ये रुक गया? I think there is some network problem from Meenakshi ma'am's side. We have to wait for some time. But I think she will be back.
Recording in
Zoom meeting is not responding. Ma'am is there? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Continue, ma'am, please.
There was like
No
power
problem.
failure,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's why.
I think there is some network problem. Same way we are
Yeah,
discussing
I was-
about. We are discussing
And-
about same problem here.
And the same thing practically happened.
Yes, ma'am. They continue, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm continuing it. Yeah, I was discussing with that health issues. Well, my slide is visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Slide is visible here.
Then there are certain health issues are also there. Eyes issues, posture issues, and even also the having earphone in all the time in your ears. So many problems are emerging out of it. Even continuously typing on the screen and all that stuff, that may also create the problem for your fingers also. That's why there are suggestions to blink your eyes after 20 minutes for 20 seconds. 20 minutes program have to be there, and then just move from here and there. While all these problems are not there in the offline teachings video, then academic syllabus, the most important aspect which I would like to discuss, and which I actually feel also, in case of MOOC programs are to be there, or in case not only the MOOC programs, but online teaching is there, as we are doing from the last 1.5 session on the even Zoom platform, or whether in the Meet platform, or whatsoever it may be. We are just covering our academic syllabus, nothing else. The biggest problem is about the school children. They may be learning how to write A, B, C, or they may be learning how to join the words and all that on this. But this is not only the thing which we make them to learn. स्टूडेंट्स को, बच्चों को हमने शेयरिंग, केयरिंग, एटिकेट्स, वैल्यूज, डिसिप्लिन, पंक्चुअलिटी, बहुत कुछ सिखाना है. And all this is missing in these courses. I hope all of you will agree with me कि हमें भी अपने घर में देखें तो जो डिसिप्लिन्ड लाइफ है वो खत्म हो चुकी है. I have 2 kids, and if they are having class at 9 o'clock, they just wake up around 8:30 or 8:40. And if they are going to school, they will definitely be getting up early in the morning around 7 o'clock and something like that, having their breakfast properly, school uniforms, active mind, going on the bicycles or the by rickshaws, and a punctuality. But now with this mood, these values, ethics cannot be developed. Moreover, one point I have not covered over here, but I would also like to is this has made our education system costlier. मुझे लगता है ऐसा कि costly नहीं है, but it has made. We, all of us, सबके बच्चे भी स्कूल जा रहे हैं, कॉलेज जा रहे हैं. तो आई डोंट थिंक कि 2 या 3 साल पहले हमने सोचा होगा कि हमने 10th से पहले या +2 से पहले बच्चों को मोबाइल लेके देंगे. Now it is the need of the hour. Even a 6th class going student is having mobile. Even a 10th class student is having mobile. And every time they are busy in their mobiles. Mobile भी लेके देने पड़े हैं. They are using laptops also, or the desktop also. We have to provide them internet connections also. And the most important thing is that if we are if I am having suppose 2 kids, then one is using the one room and another one is using the another room. That also the 2 AC are operating at the one particular time. So many things are to be there. This has made our education system costly. Particularly one person के point of view से देखें तो शायद नहीं है, लेकिन यदि overall point of view से देखें, if I being a person from commerce background, मैं ये देखूं कि इस टाइम भी हमें भी इस FDP पे कितने स्टूडेंट, कितने टीचर्स ज्वाइन किए हुए हैं. So I hope everyone is having naturally laptop and the computers and internet connection. From the last 1 hour we are using that. How many hours of the internet connection, data, how much environment we are polluting in the form of the data and all this. But we need to take care about all these things. That is there. Thank you for patience listening. Thank you very much. And now I'm stopping it down, and session is open for all for the discussions.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this wonderful session.
And
Thank you to all the participants for joining this FDP session.
The platform is in your hand now. And
thank you so much, ma'am, for this interactive session. It was very wonderful and valuable for us. All these participants have joined, and thanks so much to all the participants who have joined and keep touch with us on this event. Thank you so much, ma'am.
okay, I can leave now, or any doubts are there?
If any participants want to ask anything, I think, ma'am, no one here.
Okay. Before leaving, let us do a one small exercise over there.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
have fun for you. I hope all of you know how to rename yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
आपकी स्क्रीन के ऊपर आप देखोगे तो there are 3 dots. उसमें एक ऑप्शन आती है rename. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just add one adjective to your name. For example, if I am renaming myself Meenakshi, it should be the first letter of your that. I am Meenakshi Mittal, so as I am writing, for example, magnificent Meenakshi. Magnificent Meenakshi. Let's do one exercise. You have 1 minute, everybody. Kindly add one adjective to your name. Rename yourself. I may give you another, like Rachna ma'am, you can go for reliable Rachna and something like that. It would be a fun recording activity. Do it. You have 1 minute. Time starts now. Not messages, not chat. Yes. I hope you understood what I want to say. Nobody has renamed themselves. Do it. You will love it. Enjoy this activity. Nobody has changed their name. Anji. Or nobody wants to add adjective to their name. Yes. It's up to you. You may not be interested. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. May I leave, ma'am?
Hello.
Hello, Hanji Rachna ma'am.
Hanji,
Can I
ma'am.
leave?
I think all the participants are waiting and I think writing. So, yes, ma'am. I think our session is over. Now, ma'am, you can leave now. And thank you so much again, ma'am, for joining and being here on this FDP. Thank you so much.